Welcome back to the Paulcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Paul.
And we're just two odd dudes who decided to start a podcast.
And today, I believe we're talking about some fun questions.
Yeah, we didn't really know what to do today, so we decided to just look up questions. Really, I'm going to look at Reddit and then just look at all the questions on there. So if you're a Reddit user, these might be familiar, I suppose. Yeah,
I guess so. And you can follow along on Reddit.
Yeah, we're going to jump all over. There's no.
Oh, okay.
You guys might notice that the man on the right has a fuller beard today and is not Mexican.
That's true, yeah.
And his name's Paul.
Yeah.
Who you've seen before, but never on this side of the screen.
Oh, I mean, if you're listening with your eyes.
Yes, that's true. If you're listening with your ears, then you've heard his voice. He's really not that new. There's nothing really is going on here.
Yeah, it's true. I've been on a couple times, but go ahead.
How do you feel being on that side? Because
it's weird. No, it's really weird.
Yeah?
Yeah, like it's colder over here.
It is. Yeah, that's what Ricky always says.
Yeah, it really is. Like that thing just shoots directly at you.
Man, what I would give, because my back is always so sweaty by the way. I feel like this is proper. Because I feel like you agree more of the times with Ricky.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
yeah.
And so you and I might have more disagreements. But also I feel like you and I agree more about like movies and Spider-Man.
Yeah, Ricky has strong opinions. I have strong opinions, but like...
And strong fists.
That too. Yeah, strong fists. But Ricky just, we love Ricky.
We do.
But he's got strong opinions.
And we miss him.
We do. I miss his rants. He has to do more rants.
Yeah? You want...
I want rants.
Well, you can't ask them to like if they want more rants. What do you do? How do we as a I guess we just post on the Instagram.
Make a comment, yeah.
Make a comment, yeah. Comment if you want, or send us a DM.
Conspiracy theories, rants.
Yes, we should get him to do more conspiracy theories.
I love them.
Yeah, okay.
Let's get to the Oddcast.
Okay, so Paul, you have not always been as wholesome of a man as you are now, right?
Very much not,
yeah,
no.
Okay, yeah. I have a question for you.
Okay, I have an answer.
This is one of the questions from Reddit.
Oh, okay.
I'll answer two, but we'll make it a little bit more broad. The original question is, have you ever been banned from somewhere, and if so, why? Like banned from somewhere for life. First of all, have you ever been banned from somewhere for life?
I don't think I have. No.
Okay.
No, I haven't been banned from anywhere.
You've never been banned at all, not even for life?
No.
How have you not been banned from anywhere for life, and I have? Not for life. I'm not for life, but I've been banned from places before.
No, I've never been banned from anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, because I was good at hiding stuff.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. And you always just kicked them.
Yeah, I just knocked them out and I left so they would never know.
They'd never remember. Yeah, that makes sense. I got banned from the mall once.
Why?
Twice, actually.
I want to hear this story. Why?
I was doing magic.
You were doing magic and they kicked you out for magic?
Yes, I was doing magic. I was doing magic for free. I didn't take any tips, nothing. I guess I was just causing a commotion because everybody was freaking out. But, like, I got banned by a mall cop. They came and they were like, well, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm just doing some magic. You want to see? And they were like, no, you can't. You have to leave. And I was like, are you serious? It's Arrowhead Mall, like the one that's
really?
next to your house.
So you're never allowed back in Arrowhead Mall?
I mean, they said I was banned, but I've never had it. Well, no, okay. I had one more time after that in Arrowhead Mall where I got banned a second time, but by a different mall cop.
Okay.
And I don't think they keep records of... Like, they don't have any surveillance, because I've been there so many times since that there's no way they know.
Right.
But they're against it. If you're an aspiring street magician,
don't do it at the Arrowhead Mall.
Absolutely not. They're going to kick you out. Maybe. I mean, that was probably like, I don't know, 7 years ago. Oh my gosh.
That's such a lame thing though to get like banned from, I know. You got kicked out for street magic.
I know. I mean, it's a lame thing to do as a kid anyway.
It wasn't lame.
It is so lame. Are you kidding me?
No, man.
Yes,
that was like my best childhood moments.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
As a fellow high school or middle school magician.
Yeah.
Which high school?
I did it through high school. Yeah.
High school. I think I was high school too. I once had somebody make the comment when I was in high school doing magic that it was what got all the ladies. Let me tell you this. Didn't have a lot of ladies, no. Did you have that?
I mean, I had a lot of ladies not because of the street magic.
Oh, got it. Ladies man.
No, just marching band.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, no, it pretty much never worked out that well for me.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I think you have to be like good at magic and also hot in order for all the ladies to like you.
And you had neither of those? Or?
No, in high school I was dismal. It was, I was very chubby faced, very baby faced. Mm-hmm. Women aren't into that. They like you, like with your beard.
Well, I wasn't this way.
You
in
were
high
baby
school.
faced, yeah.
I was baby faced in high school. Contrary to popular belief, I did not come out of the womb with this beard.
I'm not sure if I believe you even now. I'm not sure. So you've never been banned?
No.
Have you ever gotten in trouble even slightly with the police?
Oh, yeah.
Incriminating yourself?
Oh, yeah. No, I'll tell this story.
Okay,
I have no problem telling this story. Yeah, so when I was in high school, I was hanging out with not the best people.
Yeah.
They weren't terrible kids, but they were just hoodlums.
Right.
And we decided one day that we were going to go into the riverbed over by Arrowhead Mall.
Yeah, okay.
With our paintball guns.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. And it's over, I think you know the area. If you live in Arizona, I'm pretty sure you know the area, but it's like right off of Bell Road, all of those car dealerships that are right there.
Yeah.
So we were playing right next to there, right underneath that bridge of Bell Road, and we were shooting paintball shots over the top, and we were hitting cars.
No.
And so
I would be so upset as a car owner. Well, actually, I don't own a car at the moment. But
I know. So they were pissed off.
Yeah,
they were upset with us. So they just called the cops on us and said that we were shooting. No. So the cops showed up with guns drawn on us. And yeah, it was great. Like I almost got shot that day. It was fantastic.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's a really fun time. I don't recommend it. If you're a kid out there, don't do that. That's silly.
Yeah, don't do what Paul did.
Don't learn from my mistakes.
Yeah.
So I got in trouble with the law.
Yeah.
But like for silly, dumb things.
Did you get any? How old were you?
I was 16.
16, so you probably weren't, tried as an adult.
No, I mean, they called our parents, and my parents came over, and my dad was all,
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was it.
So is that the only time you've ever had the police called on you, or like you've ever had an encounter with the police? You never got like a speeding ticket or anything?
Well, I went to college, and I went to college parties. So I mean, I was involved with parties. They not directly.
People got the cops called on you?
I didn't get the cops called directly on me, but like the owners did.
Got you. Did you ever get like cuffs put on you, or did you always escape the parties? Don't a few people get like? I've never been. I
never ran from the cops. If that's what you're saying.
You never ran, so you always stayed there.
Yeah, and like they're only looking for the people that are actually like causing the issues, or the ones that are responsible for the parties.
Right.
So if it's like if it's too loud, they're not looking for the majority of the people there. They're not looking to cuff everybody for
the sound guy.
Right. Yeah. Just the sound guy. The DJ, he's going for him.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That's fair. That makes sense because once the DJ stops, the party stops. Oh yeah. I see. Unless there's a backup.
Backup DJ, kid with his iPad.
Those are only the really rich parties.
Yeah,
or the one who's got the kid who's like trying to aspire to be a DJ.
Yeah, he's got his iPod with like a bunch of different remixes on there. He plugs in. Yeah, that's the kind of parties I went to for sure. Yeah,
that's better than my party. I mean, maybe it was worse than my parties. I pretty much just had parties where we ate mac and cheese and played apples to apples.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
No, I went to college parties.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I definitely didn't. Okay. Oh wait, no, let me tell you.
Yes.
I have also had an encounter with the law. Nothing like shooting paintballs at cars on a bridge or anything like that.
Okay.
I got in trouble. I've gotten in trouble twice for what's called urban camping and trespassing.
Oh.
Yeah, which
urban camping, aka loitering, or
no? It's a law here that like you're not allowed to essentially set up camp on private property.
Okay,
or even
that makes
like
sense.
Certain public property, right? So it's essentially like a lot of times like a homeless person will like set up a tent or something like that in a park or something like that.
Yeah.
What I did both time was I was hammocking past the park hours. which is technically trespassing and also urban camping because you're not allowed to spend the night at the parks, like the public parks. And so, yeah, the first time it happened, let me tell you, it was me and my friend Micah and his now wife Ruth. They weren't. I think they were just dating at the time. But we had triple stacked the hammocks, right? So it was one on the bottom, one in the middle, one on top.
Right.
And I was on the bottom because I was like, whoever's on bottom is the closest to danger. So I got to take the dangerous one because I was the best hammocker. So I was like, I got to be able to, protect. I don't know.
What are you trying to protect?
I don't know. We put the woman on top.
Right.
Because if there was anybody walking around, that was above head height. So that, you got to put the men on the bottom to protect the woman. For
protection.
Yeah, exactly. And she was dating, maybe she wasn't dating him at the time, but there was some fancies going on,
Oh, okay.
But that was Micah. He was in the middle. And so like, he's got to be closer and whatever.
Yeah, to you.
To me. Yeah, he's got to be closer to me. But so we were camping there, triple stacked, and we wake up at like 4:45 a.m. to the sound of a policeman going, "Glendale Police, wakey, wakey." And let me tell you, the iPhones have some abrasive wake up alarms, but nothing close to Glendale Police, wakey, wakey. It was terrible. And so I wake up and I'm like in a cocoon in my hammock, right? And I just pop my head out and I'm like, hello, officer. And I think he was expecting somebody older, but he was like, what are you guys doing? And I was like, no, he was like, everybody needs to get out of their hammocks. And so I get out of my hammock just fine because I'm on the bottom.
Right.
Micah gets out of his because he kind of just jumps, but Ruth has to monkey down from 3 hammocks while the police are standing there with their flashlights. And Micah and I are now at this point just sitting on the ground, and we're like, can we help her? And they're like, nope. We're like, okay, we'll stay here. So she eventually gets down and they collect our IIDs and everything like that. And they're like, all right, you guys are just your kids being idiots, so go home. And we're like, yeah, you're right. That's kind of what we were doing.
I can't believe they didn't let you help her down.
Yeah, I don't know. I assume it was because they were just wanting to make sure that we weren't sketchy or something like that, But I don't know what was going on.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah, it was a good time. Technically, that was 2 first-class misdemeanors.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at me now, though.
You're such a bad boy.
I am. That happened to me a second time, actually.
Same thing?
Different park, 2 people, but 1 hammock.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, next question. All right, I love this one. If all animals were horse-sized, what would be the most majestic one to ride into battle?
If all animals were horse-sized?
Yeah.
Most majestic?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's think Lord of the Rings style battle.
Okay.
Right, it's not like you're riding into battle with helicopters and tanks, because obviously a horse-sized, I don't know, what's a duck? It's not gonna
horse-sized duck.
Not gonna do much against a tank.
Right. Yeah. This isn't the most majestic, but for some reason it's the funniest one that came to mind. A platypus would be really hilarious.
That would be awesome.
It's not majestic.
Not majestic, but I think effective. It's got that big beaver tail, right?
Yeah.
It could smack people with that.
It's got the poison thing in its back claw.
Yeah. What is it? Just a single claw? We asked about this a while ago.
I think it's a claw. I don't know. I think it's more just a.
It's like a poison shooter.
Yeah.
Is it like a vent? Like it shoots poison?
No, it just it'll stab. If it stabs you, then it poisons you.
Really?
Yeah.
These things are actually dangerous.
They are. They're so the craziest thing God's ever made.
Yeah, they definitely are. I think I would choose a frog.
A frog, majestic?
No, I think it could be majestic. Imagine if it was one of those like bright blue ones or something like that, and you'd put some armor on it, and then you have a saddle on the back. That thing can jump so far. You're destroying enemies.
What about one of those those running lizards that run on their back?
They're their back legs. Yeah. Isn't it with the little flaps out on their face?
They're just flapping around.
That would be pretty majestic.
Yeah, I think so.
It'd look like you have a giant on your team. Yeah,
it'd be terrifying.
It would be. Ooh. Yeah. What about animals that are way bigger than horses? That would be majestic if they were smaller, like a whale.
No.
You don't think that would be cool?
How would that work?
I don't know. It's a water battle.
A water battle. Wouldn't that be just? I mean, there's different whale sizes. What kind of whale are you talking about?
Like a humpback whale.
Like a humpback whale.
Yeah.
Like the size of a beluga whale.
Is that how big beluga whales are?
I think a beluga whale is like the size of a horse.
Is a beluga whale the one that has... Were you about to say Google?
I was going to say, no, just check me on that. All of the people that are listening, check me.
Yeah, we don't have you over here in the chair today.
I know, I'm looking at an empty chair and it's sad.
Yeah. It's sad for me too, man. Normally I get to look you dead in the eyes, but now I have to just look you dead in the eyes over here.
I know. And I'm lit better over here too, though.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
You look good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What other animal?
Okay, so no, but what about like a small T-Rex?
I thought we were talking about like real animals.
T-Rexes are real? They're just dead. Do you not think T-Rexes are real?
No, I mean like living animals right now in the current world.
No. We can whatever. Whatever
Okay,
kind of animal.
Whatever kind of animal.
Yeah, they're magically horse-sized anyway, so might as well.
So like, dragon be good?
Are dragons real?
Yeah, they're. I would say so.
All right, that's interesting. I don't have any proof for or against that. So
I don't either.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They could be real.
A horse-sized dragon, I feel like might be too small to ride. Because if typically they got long necks, you know.
Depend on how strong their wings are.
That's true. What about
I would say any flying animal.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a falcon.
Yeah, a horse-sized falcon.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That's basically in Lord of the Rings. They have those like giant flying eagles.
Yeah, they're a little bit bigger though, aren't they?
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
But
what was that animal that Ricky was talking about? The like something falcon that just dives?
I don't remember. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the name of it.
Was it a peregrine falcon? Or is that just the thing that like sits on people's arms?
I'm going to go with you and just say sure.
Yeah.
They'll tell us if we're wrong, but I mean, I'm just going to say sure. Yeah, that sounds plausible.
Fair enough. All right, next question. You get to choose which organ gets upgraded for all of humanity. Which one do you choose and why?
The gallbladder, because what does it do?
How are you going to upgrade it? What are you going to make it do? You're just going to make it do what it already does better?
What does it do now?
Exactly. That's why I'm wondering what the question is.
It's an upgrade, so any upgrade to a gallbladder is still better.
Yeah.
Is that what the question is? I don't. What are you asking?
So many people die of heart failure that you could upgrade that and you choose the gallbladder?
Hey, you can have the gallbladder help out the heart.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about anatomy.
Okay.
I'm married to a nurse, so she knows all about anatomy and I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Which is good. We balance each other out.
Yeah.
I don't think the gallbladder does a whole lot to the heart, but what would you have it? What would change?
What would change?
Yeah, what would the gallbladder do?
The gallbladder would cause your heart
to not die.
To not die. I don't know, man. I just feel like, what's the point of it, Let's give it a reason to exist,
Yeah, okay. Maybe the gallbladder is, let's say it's now where all of your happiness is stored.
Oh.
That way if you get it removed, just sad.
You're not happy anymore.
Yeah. So if you've had it removed, I'm so sorry because we've just doomed you to a life of sadness.
You have no happiness anymore. It's
you can
all
feel
gone.
Other emotions. You could be sad or mad. What's the other
not
ones
happy.
What's the other ones in Inside Out? Sadness, anger. What's the
depression? Is that one of them?
That's sadness.
Oh, is that sadness?
What's the one that's like always scared? Is it like fear or is it anxiety?
Anxiety. I don't remember that movie all that well.
There's really no other good option.
No. What else could the gallbladder do?
Yeah. I don't know why you chose gallbladder.
What would you choose?
I choose skin.
Skin, okay.
Yeah, upgraded skin.
Ooh, okay.
It doesn't get sunburnt.
I would love that.
I know you would love that for sure.
Why didn't I think of that?
I don't know.
Why did I go with gallbladder?
I don't know. Or like maybe it could camouflage. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Change colors.
Maybe your gallbladder can send out those signals to your skin.
Yeah.
Your gallbladder is the upgraded organ that just causes all of your other organs to just be better.
Okay, that's ridiculous. Why isn't your heart that one? That's the one that pumps the blood to it. It'd be so much more feasible.
Yeah, it's already got a job. Let's give the gallbladder the thing that doesn't have a job, an actual job.
The gallbladder pumps nutrient and rich and enhancing blood back to the
rest,
heart.
No, the rest of your organs.
Oh, it doesn't. It now it's pumping. It doesn't. It's not just going in and it's not filtering blood and bringing it back. It's
no. It's actually like connected to all your other organs, and it's just sending out superpowered juices.
Man, that would be so sad though. Imagine if like your gallbladder, you had to get it removed, and you were just a worse human.
You just can't be a superhuman after that.
Yeah. What would you live longer? Probably, right? Because your cells would they
would regenerate
faster. Yeah. So essentially, you have healing powers because of your gallbladder.
Yeah. I mean, if we're upgrading it, why not, right?
Right. Let's say like twice as long you live.
I think that's too much.
Oh, you want to live like 3 years more, or like what's the medium?
I don't know. It depends on the person, like healthier. Yeah, 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
Somebody with no gallbladder though, obviously, is living like
40 years.
2/3 the life of somebody who has a gallbladder.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that stinks.
Well, think about it. If you don't have a heart, you can't really live that long.
That's true. Do you think they'd have to measure your gallbladder pulse then if you're pumping blood everywhere to see if it's like operating right?
I don't think it's pumping blood.
Wait, that's what you said.
No,
that's what you said earlier.
I said like superpowered juices.
Oh yeah.
It's got its own system.
But you'd also still have to check the pump because it's got to pump stuff back and forth.
It does have to pump stuff, yeah.
Where is the gallbladder? Because I'm thinking it's here, but I'm pretty sure that's like where my kidney is.
I think.
Or my appendix.
I don't remember.
Appendix.
What? Appendix? Appendix? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I said the first time.
Yes.
But then I said appendix.
No, that's wrong.
Is that wrong? I don't know. I've never had it removed. It's always just been inside of me chilling.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember my anatomy. The only reason I took the anatomy class is so that I knew where all the bones and muscles were, so I know how to break people.
Yeah, so, it's kind of surprising to me that you've never been banned out of it.
Why?
Because if you can, to me, were you a troublemaking kid a little bit?
Oh yeah, I was the smart kid that knew I was smart, so I just got into trouble all the time. Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. I think you in high school, having learned martial arts and being somewhat of an angsty teen, should have been banned from somewhere.
I mean, I got in detention a couple times, but that's about it. Again, I was a smart kid that knew how to get out of trouble, so I didn't really get into trouble all that much.
Not even you didn't spend too long on Hot Topic, and they were like, "You got to get out of here."
I did spend a lot of time at Hot Topic.
I knew it.
Never to the point where they kicked me out.
Do you still walk by Hot Topic and think, I kind of want to go in there?
I do.
Because it's got so many good pop culture things.
I like Hot Topic. I still do. Yeah. The emo in me is like, I gotta go back to Hot Topic.
You think it's just emo? I think for me, it's a little bit of they always have video game or movie references somehow in all of their stuff.
Yeah, well, they do now.
Yeah.
I mean, back when I was in high school, it was mainly just artists.
Oh, it was really mostly music?
Yeah. There wasn't, there was some pop culture stuff, but the majority of it was music based.
Huh. Yeah, it's way different now then.
Is it? I haven't been in there.
It is. It's more like video game or I feel like I see a lot of anime or stuff in there, which I don't really know a whole lot, but it's popular now, so
that doesn't surprise me.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But you have that Ezio hoodie, the Assassin's Creed hoodie?
Yeah, I do. I've had a couple of them. One of them is torn apart a bunch of times, so I don't wear it anymore.
Yeah, okay.
It's just old
too. Yeah,
it's old. But yeah, no. I didn't get that from Hot Topic though.
No, I figured now. Yeah. But I feel like that fits the same thing they're going for now.
Oh, is that what they're going for?
Video
anime,
game,
video game, kind of stuff?
That kind of stuff.
They're getting away from the music.
I think they still have some of the music, in the back section, of just a wall of music tees, but it's mostly they have now they have backpacks and like little desk toys and stuff. It still looks kind of dark and emo in there though.
Okay, I mean they had that stuff, but it was 50% of the shop was all music, punk, rock, emo stuff.
Yeah.
And then the other half was more of that kind of stuff, but it was not the majority of the shop. It was really tiny.
I guess that makes sense, especially because you as a band kid wanting to support other bands.
Yeah.
Did you feel a deeper connection to people who were musical at that time?
Oh, yeah.
Do you still?
No, because I mean, I'm in a different point in my life. But you know, like my friends from high school and I are still send each other, you know, TikToks and stuff of like drummers doing crazy stuff or stupid stuff. So like, it's still a part of me, but I wouldn't say like it's like the major factor in my life anymore.
Right, just something you can appreciate now.
Oh yeah, absolutely, I appreciate it.
Got it.
Because there's some crazy things people do nowadays. I was just like, when
like the granny.
Oh, I love her so much. She's awesome. She's so cool.
I want to know what she did like earlier in her life. Like, was she a professional drummer? Do you know?
I think she was, and I think she's a drum instructor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I think she teaches drums too. So it's like that's just what she does, and then she just kind of blew up on TikTok, and then she was like in music ads and stuff. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, she's really cool.
Yeah,
she's really cool.
She is cool. How often are you on TikTok?
On TikTok, like never.
Never. Just it's always Instagram.
Yeah. I mean, Charlie sends TikToks every once in a while, so I look at those. But like, other than that, if it's just like the our Oddcast stuff,
right?
Other than that, I'm not on TikTok at all. I try not to be, just because, you know. Are
you about to rant?
I am.
Oh, okay.
I am. And I don't know if I want to rant, but I'm about to rant.
Do it. Do your thing, man.
So Emily and I were watching something on Netflix.
Who's Emily? Have you introduced Emily in here before?
I think we talked about Emily. Emily's my girlfriend. Hi, Emily.
Nice.
Emily and I were watching something on Netflix. I don't remember the name of it, but it was about social media.
Yeah, okay.
And how they like created social media.
Okay.
And like how they used psychology to manipulate the system so that they can make it more addicting to people. Mm-hmm. And we watched it, and now I'm ready to just like
turn it off,
take everything off my phone.
Yeah. Wait, what is that called? I think I know what you're talking about.
I think is it the Social Dilemma?
Social Dilemma.
Is that what it was?
I've never seen it, but
it is crazy.
Is it good? Like, should I watch it?
I highly recommend it to everybody. Everybody should watch that. It's really good. It just. Although I was like about to rage the entire time.
Really?
I was really upset.
It is absolutely crazy. As somebody who studied marketing, that was what I went to college for. Yeah. We read a lot of different like random books about how marketing works and how people like literally use the psychology of legitimately watching people in stores, like watching the security cameras and following people around where they go and what they do. Yeah. To better understand how to advertise and how to place their stores, right? So like, one study that was found was that they used to have, so you know how you walk into like a Fry's or if anybody's out of state, like a Ralph's or a whatever else Fry's is.
Yeah, whatever you got over there. Something that sells food.
Yeah, something that sells Walmart. That's everywhere.
Yeah, Walmart.
If you walk in, the produce section is always first, right? Yeah. It's always at the beginning of your shop walk. If you're going in like a Fry's or something like that, unless it has two entrances, but for the most part, it's always produce first. The reason they do that is because they
getting choked up a bit.
Yeah, just really passionate. But the reason they do that is because people, when they decide to buy like fruits and vegetables first, they found out through doing like a whole bunch of studies, they are way more likely to buy unhealthy snacks and other foods later, or justify more expensive purchases because they feel good about themselves for having bought vegetables. Wow. So literally it used to be that they had the vegetables and the produce and everything at the end of the walk because they were things that could get bruised. Yeah. So they could get like your, you get a cucumber, you get an apple or something like that. And if you were to put that in the bottom of your cart and put everything else on top of it, it's going to get bruised. Yeah. So they put it at the end so that it doesn't get bruised. But what they decided to do instead was put it at the beginning so that people bought more, and then put a cart inside your cart. So that little cart that like babies sit in.
Is that what that's supposed to be for?
That's what that's for. It's either for babies or for your produce. Huh. It was originally like a produce cart, and obviously now like they have it like you can put your baby in it too. But it was originally like a produce little compartment so that you can put everything that's about to like bruise if it was on the bottom up there so it doesn't get bruised.
Do you remember when that changed? Did you say when that changed?
No, I don't know when that changed.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, but like kind of freaked me out because I was like, are there people just like watching me in the store deciding like trying to see if their marketing tactics are working?
I guess so, yeah.
There has to be, right? Well, I mean, obviously not every time, but.
Not every time, but like there's definitely a science to it and a psychology to it. And it was fascinating to watch that documentary on it, because it was like the way that they created their software to like actually it's so weird, because like their AI is like gotten to a point where it's smart AI, so it learns as it goes. So it takes the information and it learns from the information, and the people there don't even do anything with it. They just let it go, and it's just collecting data. It's collecting everybody's data all the time.
That's crazy.
It freaks you out, doesn't it?
It does. It really does freak me out, especially like when you say something.
Yeah.
And it's just on your phone.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a tinfoil hat wearer every time. That something like that happens, where I'm like, have I told you about what Tony and I talked about when we were camping like a long time ago with all of our friends? And
you might have, but I don't think I remember.
So we were out there. It was when we all went to, I think, Big Bear Lake or wherever, before we were even dating. So I think it was you, me, Jacob, Tony, and then Ricky and Erica.
Yeah.
And Tony was talking about like those interocular lenses that they literally like cut open part of your eye and slide that in. Yeah. Super cool technology. I had never heard about it until then. And then we're out where I had literally no signal.
Right.
I couldn't text or call anybody or go online.
Yeah.
I get back. I don't even know if my phone was near me at the time, because we were camping. Like, I don't need it close by. I can't use it. And so I'm sure it was near me if it hurt. But like we get back into civilization where I can actually like use my phone.
Yeah.
I go on Instagram, open it up. First ad I see, interocular lenses. I have literally never once, not once in my entire life, looked that up until I saw it there. It was too coincidental that I was like, this is too close to home.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way this is fake. Yeah. Why would they advertise that for me?
Yeah, well, I mean, they've come out and said, oh no, nothing's listening to you. Like, we don't use that information. But like, you watch this thing and it's like, oh, they might be. They might just. They take in all the information. This thing collects all information, and then it like, the way they were saying it is like they make an imprint of you, like a version of you that's online. So that person that's you, they know everything about that person, and they're always connecting everything about you with everything that you look at.
Okay, no, that actually makes total sense to me, because that has its roots in marketing tactics. Fry's did it a long time ago, where same kind of thing where they would, you know how you put your number in and everything like that? So they used that to track your purchases, and they actually started doing it where they would create specific coupon books for everybody. So they'd print them out so that it'd be specific to your profile, or similar people had similar profiles, and like that. So like you had somebody who was a 35-year-old man or whatever, and he buys a lot of burgers, and you like start advertising like grills to him or whatever like that, because it's something that he would be interested in. They started doing that to where people were getting so specific ads, and I kid you not, there was this one time that this dad got an ad in the mail for a bunch of pregnancy and baby stuff, and he was like, "Why?" And it was okay. This is the crazy part. It was addressed to his daughter. Like, in the mail, it was addressed to his daughter, and he was like, "Why would you send this to my daughter? She's 14. There's no way that she's like pregnant. Like, this is inappropriate." Yeah. Finds out like 6 months later she was pregnant.
What?
Isn't that crazy? Literally or maybe it was like 6 months or whatever. But because she had bought a pregnancy test there, they were
just sending her a bunch of stuff.
They sent her a bunch of pregnancy stuff. Like, she had bought like a couple things, bought a pregnancy test, and they knew, and they were able to calculate out that this dude's daughter was pregnant, and he didn't even know. But Fry's knew. Isn't that terrifying?
That's so weird. That's so terrifying, man.
And they still do that kind of stuff, but they try to mask it. So after a while, people were getting way too freaked out that like everything was so specific to them that they started sending you specific ads, but they'd have like buffers in them. So like
they'd mask it so that you wouldn't freak out and you wouldn't notice that they're sending you specific things for you. Man, Big Brother.
It freaks me out. Big Brother, by the way, I just started reading 1984 not too long ago, and so now I understand it a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
man, it was a trip learning about all the like sketchy marketing tactics. It's wild. People are so easily manipulated. And now I'll be in the store and I'm like, I'm being manipulated. And I know it. And I'm like, but I'm still going to buy this. Like, I still want it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All I got to say is that it freaks me out.
It does. Yeah, it's freaky.
I feel like I have to wear a tinfoil hat everywhere I go now. And I'm just like, I was on Instagram again today. Yeah. And I caught myself just scrolling. I'm like, I'm doing it again.
Yep.
I'm addicted, and we're all addicted. And it's so crazy how quick and how easy it was for them to manipulate our brains into thinking that we needed this.
Right. Yeah. I know. Tony and I are taking a break right now from Instagram, and so I'll keep it because I'll do stuff like on the Instagram or something like that. But not going on and scrolling. And I have enough self-control to, like, if I tell my wife that I'm not going to be on Instagram, that I just like won't get on Instagram, except I posted like a story the other day. But I don't like sit and scroll, which is the problem, right?
Yeah.
Like we would just sit and watch reel after reel or TikTok after TikTok.
It's a tool, but if it's used inappropriately, then it becomes something different.
And it's built to be used inappropriately.
Yeah.
Which is terrible. But so it's been nice being kind of off of it for the last few weeks, but we'll see. We always do it for a while and then we get back on, back and forth. Hopefully this time we'll just keep it. The problem is now we've just both been a little bit more on Facebook.
Oh.
Which is way more like political and like you just disagree with everybody online. Yeah. And so
I'm about ready to delete Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. I don't even go on it anymore. You know, like I just got to the point where I was just unhappy all the time. I was just angry at everybody.
Right.
For no reason.
I feel like that's what Facebook is where you just go to like argue with people you like used to know.
Yeah.
Or your close relative.
Yeah.
But
I don't like this anymore.
Yeah.
Social media in general. I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it all.
Times were so much more simple.
Yeah.
However long ago. I don't know.
Before 1996.
Yeah. Was that when the internet was created?
No, but that's when like the boom happened with social media and all that.
When did Zuckerberg do his thing? Because I feel like that's when.
2004?
Sure. Yeah. 2004. That's when Zuckerberg did that.
No, it was later. 2008.
2008.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've only watched the movie once.
I think it was 2008 because I was freshman in high school. I feel like Facebook had just gotten out. So.
Really? Yeah. Okay. I remember being young enough to. I was under 13 when Facebook came out.
Yeah.
I think it was in 5th grade when when people were like, MySpace is dumb. I'm moving to Facebook.
I miss Tom.
Miss Tom? Is that the guy who created MySpace?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You never had a MySpace?
I'm a different generation, bro. My sister had MySpace. I think my brother did, but I never knew it.
Yeah, Tom was the guy. He was the one that created MySpace, and he was always your first friend.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, he would friend everybody. So that was the first thing. You logged on, you made an account, and you had one friend already, and it was Tom.
You know, that's like way different than how Zuckerberg does it on Facebook.
It is, yeah. He doesn't want anybody to be
his friend.
He doesn't want to exist.
You know Andy Samberg?
Yeah.
Do you know that his only friend on Facebook is Zuckerberg?
Really?
Yeah. Because at one point he was talking on some late night show about how he doesn't have a Facebook or whatever. Or no, he met Zuckerberg at some social event. And he was like, he was saying something about Facebook and Andy was like, yeah, I don't have a Facebook. And he was like, what? He was like, you don't have a Facebook? He's like, yeah, I don't know. I never needed it. And he was like, I'll make you one, man. Like, like Zuckerberg was like really trying to get Andy Samberg to have his Facebook. And he was like, no, I don't. You know what? I'll have a Facebook if you have your guys set it up for me. And you're my only friend. And so that's who it is. He's told this story on like some late night show. And
that's funny.
That's hilarious.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. You got other questions?
I do have another question, just based off what we were talking about. You mentioned that you had a girlfriend, Emily.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My wife, but before when we were boyfriend girlfriend, was obsessed with popping pimples.
Okay.
Is Emily the same way? Because I need to know your opinion on this. Just the whole thing. Does she do it too?
Yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts? Do you enjoy it, or is it the worst? I feel like you're about to tell me you enjoy it. Why are you giving me this face? You kind of enjoy it, don't you?
No, but she enjoys it, so I enjoy it because she enjoys it, but I don't personally enjoy it myself. Does that make sense?
I I get it. It's very sacrificial. It's very
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll last?
I don't know. How am I supposed to answer that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
She came out and said that she thinks that she missed her lifetime job because she's so entertained by it.
right.
She loves it so much that she wishes that she would have just done that her whole life for a career. So
Hey,
I don't think it's gonna end anytime
She could
soon.
still do it. She's like, what, 22?
21.
21?
Yeah.
She could still do it.
But she's like, I don't know. She's already got her brain in a bunch of other things, you know.
yeah, right.
I mean,
that's fair.
eventually, if she wants to just go back and
Yeah.
do that,
Go to
I guess she
dermatology
could.
school or
Yeah.
something.
She's smart enough that she could totally do that. But
So you like it. You don't like the feeling of having your pimples popped.
no, because that's like a personal thing that only I should do. But she really wants to do it, so like
Right.
I give in, But
Man, I don't know. I mean, I still let it happen too.
Yeah.
As a married man, but I feel like I put more barriers up at this point. Where
Have
I'm
you?
like,
But-
get 2. You can do 2 pimples.
but how far does that go?
It goes to at least 6 or pretty much as many pimples are on my face.
Right, exactly.
It
Yeah,
goes to. Does it hurt? Because I'm trying to know.
Actually, it hurts more when I do it.
Really?
Yeah, but she doesn't use like that thing that your wife uses.
Did she just use her fingers?
Oh, she uses tweezers.
Tweezers?
Yeah, most of the time. See,
gosh.
because my beard is so curly, most of the time it's just ingrown hairs. It's not
Right,
actual
right.
pimples. So she just pulls out the ingrown hairs.
Ooh.
And actually, I barely feel it when she does it.
Huh. See, I'm complete opposite. It's so much better whenever I do it because I feel like I'm controlling the pain. But you're right. My wife does use a little like tool.
Yeah,
That's like a.
that looks like a torture device.
It is, man. It's like a needle on one side and a metal loop on the other side, so you can poke it.
Oh man,
You stab it right. You literally get stabbed in the face.
no.
And then squeeze it out with it. It's the worst, man. It's so bad.
No.
Yeah, it's fun.
For who?
For her, not for me.
Oh, I got goosebumps. That's so gross.
Yeah, I know. She does enjoy it though, which is occasionally it's it's not that bad,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, that one was good, that was easy. But now she searches for them all the time. Like I'll know, like I'll be like, look at me, and then imagine I did this. It's the worst. For those of you listening, I just looked at him in the eye and then I looked at him in the forehead for like 3 seconds. That's what happens. That's what happens at my household
I'm so
sometimes.
uncomfortable right now. It was so subtle too, but
Yeah. It's like while we're talking and then you're just...
Stop.
Oh, sorry. I just smacked the mic. No, but it's fun. It's all good fun. I mean, I get it because I've watched the videos online.
Yeah, nah, I hate those videos.
I know you
can't-
hate 'em.
I can't watch it. I can't watch them.
I don't mind them.
They're gross. I watched one time though of I don't know if it's like a worm or a beetle that like goes into people's skin. Yeah, it like digs itself in.
Ugh. Like a tick?
I don't think it's a tick. I think
Yeah.
it's like a beetle or like a worm or something.
Yeah.
And it was in somebody's skull. And they were like picking at it and they were pulling it out of his head. It was the worst thing ever.
That's-
Giving myself goosebumps.
That's not what I watch. Is that what I watch? No, that's not what I probably would watch that though.
It's awful, man.
It's so gross, but it's kind of satisfying. I get it.
Especially like I have trypophobia, right? I don't know. We talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah, this fear of small, really uncomfortable looking holes.
Yeah, especially on the skin.
Yeah.
Like it's awful. And
Yeah.
like, I don't know why I did that to myself, but I watched that
don't know.
entire video and I was just screaming at the TV the whole time. It
Ugh.
was just gross. I hate it. I hate it so much.
You watched it on TV?
Oh yeah, I got I got a smart TV, so I
guess
put
it's fair, yeah.
YouTube on my TV.
Did Emily make you watch it?
No, I watched this like
You watched it
years ago.
alone?
Yeah, like years ago.
Why?
Because I don't know, man. I went down a rabbit hole, okay? And I got to that video and I couldn't look away. It was like a train wreck.
That's fair, man. That's totally fair. I'm a big fan of like the fail videos, so I get that. Where you're like,
yeah.
like, some of these people are probably actually hurt,
Yeah.
but I still watch all of them.
You still laugh a little bit.
I know.
Yeah, we all
It's
do.
really bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
We really enjoy seeing other people get hurt.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
Have you gone down any YouTube rabbit holes recently? I have one that I've been going down. So.
I did, and you know what I found?
What is it? I hope it's the same as mine.
It's probably not.
Oh, dang it.
It's probably not. We'll see. I found a guy who just does Sudoku puzzles.
Oh, interesting.
And it's so entertaining because he's like one of the world champions in Sudoku.
Yeah.
And he has people send him like the hardest puzzles, and he just solves them, and he talks you through how he's solving them as he's solving them. It's so entertaining. I love it so much. I love puzzles.
Yeah.
And to like find somebody who does just Sudoku, and it's like different styles of Sudoku too, because there's one where like all of the pieces are like chess pieces.
Yeah.
So all the numbers have like chess
Oh.
in them. So you have to do a Sudoku puzzle, which has to follow the rules of Sudoku, but at the same time, it's following the rules of chess.
What?
It's
okay,
crazy.
Wait. So like a knight can't be anywhere that a knight could move from another knight?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Oh my gosh, Sudoku takes me so long, and I'm terrible at chess. I would hate that. I would quit so quick.
Yeah, it's phenomenal what he can do. Like you can like see his brain working as he's looking at it, and then he talks you through.
Is he charismatic? Is he like a?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He's like
Good for
this
him.
really entertaining Brit that just knows what he's doing, and he's really, really passionate about puzzles, and it's so comfortable watching it.
Yeah.
You're just like you feel like you're there with him, doing the puzzle with him.
That's I respect that. I
Yeah.
respect that a lot, because I mean, it's one thing to be like incredibly smart and be the best at something. Like a lot of times, the people who are the best at anything are like somewhat awkward, because they're like, I feel like they just spend so much time learning this one thing that they don't learn as many social skills.
Yeah.
But being like the best at something and also being charismatic and like enough to communicate it to like a random viewer,
Yeah.
that's an impressive
Yeah.
thing to do.
He does a really good job with it too.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him.
But yeah, that's the rabbit hole that I found.
I might check that out.
I've
Honestly.
watched a lot of them.
Yeah.
But they're really fun. What rabbit hole have you gone down?
I've been there's this one channel. I don't know what the name is, but he makes like weird things, not weird things, but like just things you wouldn't expect out of Legos. So I don't know if you've ever gone down a Lego rabbit or a Lego YouTube hole. Oh my gosh, they're the best. I love them. I found him the other day, and essentially he creates like almost like things that move like fabric, but they're all made out of Legos. Have you not seen this?
No.
I'm gonna show you after it.
Please do.
It's amazing. I wish I knew his channel name so that I could shout him out.
Yeah.
But they're like 3 to 5 minute videos where he'll create something. Like he created one piece that was essentially just probably a like 2 foot by 6 inch like plank, right?
Yeah.
But when he picked it up and spun it, each individual layer spun separately, so it looked like a helix. And so when he spun it around, it was so cool, man.
Oh, I bet that's satisfying to watch.
It was so satisfying. I'm gonna show you some of them because they're amazing. I don't even know what to call them, so I wish people could look them up, but they're really fun.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're almost out of time here.
What we got?
We're at 50 right now.
Oh yeah, we
So
got
we got about 10 minutes.
we got some time.
Yeah.
Do you got any questions for me?
I don't have the thing, man.
You had the
Reddit
just
stuff.
off the dome.
That's not
as
how
they
I
say.
work. You know that.
You don't work off the dome?
I don't work off the dome.
Let's say hypothetically,
Okay.
you did work off the dome. What question would you have?
How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I had Tuesdays are my day off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I don't know if anybody. No, wait, what am I talking about? I was gonna say I don't know if anybody knows that we.
You just broke the fourth wall.
We-
How dare you?
Yeah, maybe I did. I
You
don't
told
think
people our schedule.
we are scheduled, but literally so many people who listen are our friends, and they all know that we
We record on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So if you didn't, congratulations. And if you're one of Ricky's students, sorry that he's not here today.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna make it to this point?
No, they're gonna see that he's not there, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, whatever, these losers."
That's probably what I would do. I'd be like, who's this other guy with the beard who's taking over Ricky's
Stupid
spot?
glasses.
Yeah, exactly.
Nerd.
If you are one of Ricky's students and you've made it to this far, I don't know, send us a message saying that you actually watched it, because that'll mean a lot to me and Paul.
And draw some pictures for us.
Yeah, like these, which we
Yeah.
shouted out last time, but I just want to point to them again. These are some incredible drawings that we got. I feel great having fan mail.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like it a lot. So
I am curious though.
more of that.
Whoever drew this one's the one where there's the 2 mics and one of them says Alex, one of them says Ricky. Why am I the yellow mic and why is Ricky the blue mic?
Does it matter?
It matters. It matters to me.
What? Did you want to be the blue one?
I don't know, kind of. It's a nice color blue.
I mean, I guess we could change it for like if anybody else does.
No, I don't.
Alex wants to be the blue one. Ricky's not even going to know what color it is, so just make Alex the blue one from now on.
That's fair. That's fair. We could do that.
Yeah.
Did you notice that they did these colors because of your YouTube intro?
Yeah. I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, yeah, I made that, so I'm really happy that you guys chose the colors because it's really cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got any wisdom for us?
No, that's your job.
That is my job. I know. I was just trying to see if
That's
I could palm it
that
off
seat. When you're gone and I'm in that seat, I'll give the words of
I
wisdom.
know.
But you got the words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. What have we even talked about today? My goodness. I always try to make it somewhat applicable. Let's see. I guess I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah, give it.
I'm ready. If you have pimples on your face and I don't want them there, or you want them popped, really, because sometimes if you pop a lot of them, more of them come back. If you want them popped, but you don't want to do it yourself, I guess get a girlfriend or if you're a girl boyfriend. I don't know. Most boys probably wouldn't do that. I don't know. But they'll probably do it for you. So that's my word of wisdom.
I love those words of wisdom.
Yeah. And especially if you got a lot of pimples and you find, say you're a guy, you find a lady who wants to pop these pimples for you.
Yeah.
That's great, man. Like,
she might make a career out of it.
She might make a career out of it. And most of the time people think that pimples make them unattractive, but some women want to pop them.
It's true.
So,
yeah.
Actually, here's my wisdom. If you're a dude and you're looking for
where are you going, man?
If you're a dude and you're looking for a lady, just get some pimples on your face. Surefire to work. Absolutely, 100%, guarantee it.
Don't listen to him.
Send me a picture of your face and I'll say you need more pimples to get a lady. That's what it is. That's all I got.
The words of wisdom should be that pimples are natural and you shouldn't be ashamed of them because everybody gets them.
That's true. Especially if you're in high school, everybody's like, especially when you start hitting puberty.
Yeah.
Is puberty weird for people? I feel like when you're in puberty, it's weird to talk about puberty, but once you're out of it, nobody cares.
Oh no, yeah. I'll talk about puberty all day.
You will? I mean, talk
that's
about it all day.
That's a lot, but
yeah, okay.
You know what I mean. Over exaggerate.
Right. If you're going through puberty or about to, or you've started.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pimples aren't that bad. People are gonna say it's terrible. They're gonna go away for the most. I mean, not forever. You're not gonna get all of them. But if you got a lot of pimples, it'll eventually go away.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's part of growing up. It just means you're getting older and you're becoming a man and or a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. How do we end these things?
I
think Ricky
normally ends it. So
I feel lost.
I'm just gonna go with the flow, and maybe I'll end it, maybe I won't. Maybe we'll just go on and on and on. Maybe I'll just cut to black and it will never.
Because you're editing this, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm gonna edit it. Like I can just do whatever I want. It's my podcast.
In the video at this point?
Yeah.
Has it already cut to black and it's just us talking, just our disembodied voices?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah. Cool. And then I cut it back now. See?
All right.
Video's back. Hey, how's it going?
Thank you for listening to the Oddcast. We'll see you next time.
And until next time, stay on.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Let's do it good this time so that the audio can actually finish the right way.
That's fair. Do you want to do it? Because I've never been able to.
You can't do it?
No, I tried. Remember we tried the first round and I was like, I have no idea how to end this.
That's true.
That's why Ricky does it every time.
Ricky's going to hate that he's going to listen back to this and he's going to be like, why are you guys all still on this for it seems like hours?
Yeah, he's a perfectionist, so he hates this kind of stuff. But
he's just, hey.
He's not here this week.
This is what you get, Ricky. Ha, sucker.
And this is crooked now. For you, Ricky. Oh no, it does. It is really crooked.
It really is crooked.
Oh gosh. Okay. We've dragged this on way too long.
Okay. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks for listening to the Oddcast. Until next time, stay up.